Well, I'm going to let you in on a secret. Your kid is much smarter than you think. And when you realize just how smart they are, you'll probably reconsider how you connect with them, how you parent them, how you interact with them. And part of what we're going to be talking about today is why building with your kids matters so much. So it is Tuesday, which means this is Tinkering Tuesday. Things are a little bit different this week. As we were about to get started, H said, I'd love to come in and hop in, mommy, but I am putting together a birthday party for one of my animals. Just, okay, I respect it. The living room looks amazing. It's completely done up in lights. He's very much a fan of lights. And here's the really cool thing. When it comes to building with your kids, this does not mean that it's just building things in terms of doing lots of woodwork or lighting work or construction type work. Okay. The building with your kids and how you figure out just how smart they are comes from creating something together. Okay. So whether that means you are about to make your meal for the family and you incorporate your kids in that, so they're part of that process with you, or you need to run errands and you're attempting to figure out which errand you're going to run first, having your kids to be a part of figuring out, based on where it is that you need to go, what would be the best place to start. Anytime we can bring our kids alongside the day-to-day activities that we do, some of which is just full-on adulting, and other times it's a matter of us incorporating or working on our own special project, no matter what. When we bring our kids into that space and they're able to build with us, here's a few really cool things that happen. One, it's you recognizing that as much as you have a 2-year-old or you have a 4-year-old or you have an 8-year-old, that human, before you know it, is going to be 20. Before you know it, is going to be 30. And this is such a key time for us to help them to build confidence, to help them to ask good questions, so that when they do get to that point of being 20, 30 with their own family and their own children, that they're not in this place where the only way they can function is if someone is telling them what to do. Okay. That's a whole nother conversation we can go into in terms of just how powerful and important it is for us as humans to recognize the power of our own voice, the power of our own story, and the power of our own ideas. It's its own conversation. But know that when you're incorporating and you're building your kids into what it is that you're doing, that you're giving them an opportunity to express their voice. You're giving them an opportunity to share their insights. And it also means that as you're asking them questions, as you're just curious to what their opinion might be, that you may easily see something from a completely different light, that what you thought needed to be done one particular way might actually be worth considering in another direction. A lot of times we can easily move in this space where I'm the mom, I'm the adult, I know exactly how things need to be done, and that's it. And any kind of outside questioning or outside consideration is just cut off because it's too much for us to process. Instead, what if we had those designated spaces, those designated projects, those ideas, that errand, that baking project, whatever it is, where it allows for our kids to ask us questions? A couple of things will happen, of course. One, it'll be an opportunity for you to be able to give reason behind why it is you're doing what you're doing. And two, it also gives opportunity for the child to give reason as to why they suggested what they suggested. So much of the time, we just simply take ideas or we take what's said to us at face value and go, well, that's the person who said it, so I'm just going to do it, versus being willing to ask questions, being willing to ask good questions and to not be afraid to ask good questions is literally a matter of life and death. Literally. And as a woman who has learned over the years just how powerful questions can be, and not just simply taking what's given to me as, okay, well, that's just what I'm going to do because it was just told to me and that's what I'm going to do. When there is that place of being willing to ask the questions and just pause and really consider what's going on, that is super, super huge in terms of making better choices, being able to make a choice from a place of wisdom and not just simply from blind obedience and fear. Like I said, we can go in a whole nother direction with that, right? So, why building with your kids matters. It is something that is helpful for them in terms of helping to build and boost their confidence. For you, it's helping you to see just how creative and cool your kids are. And together, some beautiful, wonderful things can happen. So, if this has been of help to you, or there's a mom that you're thinking of, or even a dad that you're thinking of, you're going, you know what, I think they would really benefit from this, feel free, of course, to share this video so that they're able to watch it, to be encouraged, and to think a little bit differently about how they approach parenting. And I'm super excited that we have some things that are going to be coming down the pike here with regards to actually creating space for you as a parent to practice this process with your child. Because I promise you, choosing to move in this way with my own kiddos and seeing how it's been a blessing and a benefit for other families to do the same is just, I feel like we're on to something here. So be sure to stay tuned for that. So with that, I will hop off. And I think, next Tuesday, I think we'll hopefully have the crew all back together again. But in the meantime, know that you are amazing, that you are a genius. So, of course, your kids are geniuses too. Talk to you later.